Okay, so I decided to make a new video on a different topic. Like the first 11 seconds in the video, it's gonna be least to greatest. I'll also be using those characters as an example from the first 11 seconds. It's a good one, trust me.
In this YouTube video, I'm going to talk about one of the most overpowered techniques in DBZ that is almost impossible to negate. A power so broken I made a video just about it. And that would be spell sealing techniques and the users behind them. Mainly wizards, alien warlocks, spellcasters, serpent demons, deities, and divine beings.
But the power of this magical ability would be able to seal away an opponent far greater than the being casting the spell that it's almost impossible to break or overpower, depending on the special effect of the seal and the magical condition it's being tied to, and the type of magic and how much incredible magic powers the being can possess to be so powerful.
So first on the lesser side of wielding this technique would be the rabbit from Dragon Ball that could turn people into carrots, and urine from DBZ. Alright, to start off on the lesser side of this list, we have Urine, who is a black magic user type of witch who can enslave people under her spell, and she says she had training, not in martial arts however, but in witchcraft.
Her witchcraft sealing techniques works by placing one of her talismans on a victim's forehead, and they become affected with a sinister energy and become under Urine's control. Her power in her witchcraft talismans summons dark energy into their bodies, becoming a catalyst to be turned into Zhongshai Chinese vampires under her control. But this technique can be countered easily by peeling the talisman off their forehead, making it one of the weakest sealing techniques in this list and in DBZ. Next on the list, we have Garlic Jr. and his sealing light beam ability. He uses on Cammy and Mr. Popo, trapping them in a glass jar. It's a lesser ability because he traps his enemies that are weaker than him.
DBS, who have this technique, and one thing I like to add, everyone with this special ability is unique to their magical battle power, each being with magical powers being different. We have the lesser end of this ability, and we have Garlic Jr. from the DBZ fillers.
And we as well have the former Guardian, who can also create sealing techniques. This former Guardian, with Camus' help, he sealed away Garlic Sr. and the rest of the Serpent Demon clan, also known as Machians, from taking the throne.
Next, the more magical type power side, we have the Evil Containment Wave is a sealing technique in Dragon Ball that traps demons and other living organisms in a container with a demon seal. It's used on the earliest of seasons but can still be effective later on that it can seal main villains. But isn't a guarantee seal cause of the couple of items you need to make it work properly instead of other powerful magical sealing techniques and abilities that can perform depending on the users? Magical powers. Next on the higher powerful side of sealing abilities is King Yema and his patent Yema Lock. This ability so OP that despite King Yema having a battle power level of 1,300 stated by the movie pamphlet Tree of Might, he can still cast judgment and seal people away like Frisia, whose power level is 120 million, and Super Perfect Cell with his patent Yema Lock. Another most notable and equally as powerful in its sealing abilities is King Kai's, more better known as the four Kais that combine their powers together to seal Bojack, a DBZ filler movie villain, who's stronger than Super Perfect Cell, and King Kai's only has a power level of 3,500, but the condition of the restraint of the seal was tied to King Kai life link. When he was taken out, it weakened the barrier that let Bojack unbound. And now it's time to mention a more well-known wizard, Babidi, but who has a father and isn't mentioned as much, Bibidi. Bibidi is an evil wizard that tried to conquer the cosmos by defeating all of the Supreme Kais, with Majin Buu being manipulated and ordered by Bibidi. Even though Majin Buu was more tame as the fatter, innocent-like version of himself, he was still sealed by Bibidi, who was later taken out by the Supreme Kai, leaving Majin Buu in a sealed cocoon on Earth.
It seems all three King Yema Bibidi and King Kai are almost a tie in their magic user abilities.
Speaking about Supreme Kais, we have the big one upstairs as our next mention, the Grand Supreme Kai, who was able to seal Moro away. Moro, who could take out a galaxy if he self-destructed, was sealed away thanks to the Grand Supreme Kai and his sealing technique that he uses up most of his god powers to seal away restraint Moro powers. And let's not forget another one of our high-end spell sealing users, the Wizard King.
Threatened by a ruthless demon, humanity was on the brink of destruction. Mage stepped forward and took up the fight. He was hailed as the Wizard.
The unnamed Kanatsian, who was a powerful Kanatsian
who
wizard.
cleaved the original Hirudegarn in two during the Hirudegarn War. In the original Japanese dub, it referred to this Kanatsian as a priest rather than wizard, but is referred to as god in Daisenshu 6. The noble alien wizard was able to exploit Hirudegarn's weakness and stop the monster by finding two magical ocarinas and an enchanted sword in Wrath's temple. By using them, he was able to injure Hirudegarn, who was by his original Japanese lore a demon god who placed his spectral body into a statue, but however other evil alien warlocks summoned him and transformed Hirudegarn into an evil demon, phantom of the mist and shadows. And that's enough of Hirudegarn's backstory. Where was I right? And after the powerful Konatsian wizard injured Hirudegarn by slicing him in two, he sealed both parts away in two other Konatsian, Tapion and Tapion's younger brother. And one of the most strongest and the really high hitter end side of sealing techniques is DBGT Frisia and Cell's Hell's Buster. They used to trap Goku in a magical energy cage. They used to send Goku to the torture area of hell.
And that's the list of strongest sealing spells in DBZ. Till next time.